Hi everyone, this is another NU battle. I got the guy off of Smogon Battle Finder. It was called Devvoke. It was quite a good battler. Let's see how it went. So he leads off with a Regigigas. And I start with my rock and roller, the Giggle. The slow start is kind of a ticking time bomb because that's when the Regigigas starts skyrocket. So I need to knock it out before then. He goes for a Toxic and I go for Stealth Rocks. Get a bit of toxic damage. Then he goes for a Earthquake. Super effective, but Regigigas is bulky as shit, so he's gonna take that like a monster. Then Rock'n'Roller goes for a Stone Edge, and that does a decent amount. Still getting toxic damage. Goes for a Toxic, thinking I'm gonna switch out. But I don't, and I go for an Explosion. Boom. Killing myself and hopefully killing his Regigigas. Which it does. So I'm happy about that. Got a major threat out of the way. He goes for his Flareon. I go into Kingpin, the Serperior. Seeing it's a bad matchup, I switch out and go into my Misty, the Auxiliary. Flareon goes for a Flame Charge. Which doesn't do how the Auxiliary. It gets its big boost and it gets a bit of life orb damage. He goes for a Protect. I think kind of seeing what move I'd use, and I go for a Hydro Pump. This is a Choice Specs Auxiliary, so I'm locked into the Hydro Pump. He goes for a Toxic and I go for another Hydro Pump. It hits, and that will take down the Flareon. Get a bit of toxic damage, but nothing major. Rings out his Gardevoir and he goes for a T-Bolt. I thought it might have T-Bolt, but I wasn't sure. And that takes me down without a problem. So Misty is dead. I go back into Kingpin. He withdraws his Gardevoir. Goes into Articuno. Articuno does get raped by the Stealth Rocks. I set up a Reflect. Thinking it might go for the Brave Bird or something of that sort. It goes for an Ice Beam. And that takes down. Survive with 10 HP. Go for Dragon Tail just to get it out of there. Get a bit of damage onto it at the same time. Switches him out into Shuckle. And when I saw Shuckle on his team, I knew it'd be annoying. I die from life orb damage. I knew Shuckle would be a problem, not problem as being a dangerous threat, but just annoying because of its defences. So I got into the Brain. go for a charge beam to get the stat boost. So I'm at +1 special attack. He goes for a wrap, which it isn't too. It don't bother me too much. Now I'm wrapped. I can keep going for a stat boosting charge beam and attempt to sweep with the Brihiem. I'll go for another charge beam. It hits. And I get another boost, so I'm now at +2 special attack. He goes for another wrap. Does shit damage to me. He gets a bit of leftovers restoration, and I get wrap damage. He withdraws his shuckle. He goes out into Gardevoir. At this point I would debate whether to go for a strong attack or keep going for the charge beam. I went for a charge beam, and I really should have gone for the Psychic or Shadow Ball, because the Gardevoir is faster and it goes for the Shadow Ball. I thought, because I'm quite heavily invested in special defense and special attack, I'd be able to take the Shadow Ball, but no, the Gardevoir takes me down. I got into Sensor. My Sock switches out, predicting the dark move, I think. He goes out into Shuckle. I go for the payback. It does like 1 HP damage. Now, this is a choice scarfed Sock, so now I'm locked into payback, so I have to withdraw, going out into my Slacker, the Slowking. He uses Wrap again. Get a bit of wrap damage. Then I go for a Hammer Arm. It does nothing to it. Looking back, I should have gone for the Retaliate. It's Stab. I think it might have done a bit more than what the Hammer Arm did. He encores me into Hammer Arm. But his truant ability kicks in, and the Shuckle gets a free hit of Wrap. This is when I realised that he has no real attacking moves on his Shuckle. It is a very defensive Pokemon on his team. I go for another Hammer Arm, and it gets him down a little bit more, slowly wearing down the Shuckle. And I think he realised that his usefulness is coming to an end. So he's leaving his Shuckle out to take these Hammer Arms, and only having Wrap in return of the Hammer Arms. He's still getting leftover restoration, and I'm getting Wrap hurting. The encore ended. I'll go for another Hammer Arm anyway, just to end this little annoyance. So that's the end of the Shuckle. And he brings out his Articuno. But it gets wrecked by Stealth Rocks and dies. He brings in his Guard of War. I anticipated the psychic thing, because he was thinking I'd switch out into my Sork, so I just left slacking in there to absorb the psychic and hopefully live it, but it doesn't. But I'm going to Sensei to revenge kill, and I go for the Stone Edge because it's a Charge Scarf. I won't be able to change the move that I'm using, and his next Pokemon is a Charizard, so I had to go for the Stone Edge to be locked in Stone Edge for when Charizard comes out. Charizard also gets ripped by Stealth Rocks, brings it down to half HP, go for the Stone Edge, and that's the game. So yeah, good match. Devvoke, I think your name is. Good match. I made a few mistakes, but overall I think I did alright. So yeah, like, comment, subscribe.